All right, y'all. Some of you gonna see this and be like, yo, why you got this Power Ranger here? Because some of you guys know this as Super Megaforce Red. Not many years, but years before that, on the internet, after Power Rangers kind of was far out of the zeitgeist, but social media was really getting into its current phase. There was a clip of basically every Power Ranger you can imagine fighting some aliens. That clip was like, yo, what are they doing in Power Rangers? Found out it was insane Power Rangers. That is the original Japanese show from which Power Rangers is adapted. And you found out that was then we found out that was the anniversary series, the 35th anniversary series. Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. And it was pirate themed. It made sense. This was a time in the world where not only One Piece was dominating manga, dominating sales. Talk about one of the first times they were seeing manga sell millions of copies in a year out in circulation. Pirates of the Caribbean was still popping, bro. So when this came out, I think around like 2011, that's when I really got into like, yo, I gotta see these Japanese shows. Because at this time, Saban just brought back Power Rangers, brought it back and was doing Samurai and Super Samurai, which is Shinkocchou in Japan. And this is like not the series directly after, because they have Gokaiger and then you get Gokaiger. In this thing, you have the 5 main Rangers, and their ability is they have to find these Ranger keys, and they could turn into all the previous Rangers in history. And I was like, man, that's super OP. And then I watched it, and their Red Ranger is named Captain Marvelous. There's no Japanese name you need to figure out. His name is Captain Marvelous. He is the captain of the pirate crew. He is the most fantastic Red Ranger ever. He is the Red Ranger that you would think, like, yo, no Red Ranger could ever beat him. Like, he could. At the time, they also did a crossover with Kamen Rider to celebrate their 2 different anniversaries. He, for a decade, and it was the same. Decade did the same thing. He would use the cars, he would turn into previous Kamen Riders, and you'd be like, yo, bro, these 2 guys, like, who defeats them? They can just turn into you and beat you up as yourself. Yo. Eventually, to celebrate, I think at the time was the 25th, because it wasn't the 20th, or was it? No, 2003, 2013. It might be in 2013. The 20th anniversary of Power Rangers, maybe. They merged Gokaiger for half of the season and did Gokaiger for the other half. The problem is they didn't build it to this, and all the cool stuff they kicked out. So, to me, Power Rangers failed at adapting Gokaiger. Especially by not having a character as cool as Gokai Red, a.k.a. Captain Marvelous. You really don't even want to call him Gokai Red, even though that's what he is. That's his official superhero name. But, like, what's better than Captain Marvelous? There's not many characters in all the superhero-dom, Trail Believers, with a name better than Captain Marvelous. His aftermarket price was crazy, so I know when they put him out in the anniversary of this show, I had to cop. Now, you can already tell this joint is already fired, because again, as I said, those who watch my 5s video, my Kamen Rider 5, this is the premium edition of the S.H.Figuarts. So they wanted to put, they only really focus on doing the Reds most of the time instead of the entire team. But, you know, better paint job, better articulation, better sculpt. And it's been 10 years since they did one, so they had to improve. But look at it, man. He has the key, and he could put the key into the gun, the pirate pistol, or the sword. Or his morpher, which is called a Moby Rates. Yo, look at this, bro. Look at this design, bro. This is where I'm gonna hate. I know some of y'all out here like them Boom comics. I do not like the original Ranger designs. They don't have a theme other than being Power Ranger. They're not themed around anything. In a lot of ways, Power Rangers never had to think of a theme because they just adapted the shows they thought with the toys that would work the best in the States. And all the people in Japan figured out the design, the hard work of designing around the theme. These guys took the central conceit of the Super Sentai color-coded team and crossed it with a pirate, bro. This is top-tier shit. Great articulation, but as I say in these videos, they always got a top-tier articulation. Not too loose, because this is the more premium joint, so they can hold that pose. I'm not gonna accidentally pop the head off. Look at how shiny the helmet is, the mask is, the visor. Get that good look. What? Yeah, that's good movement. Perfect. You never going. Sorry. Buy all them Hasbro toys you want. It's not messing with this. Symbol right there. The key. Look at that. The key and the swords. The theme of the design. That's where they hit it here and it flips around and the keys come out so they can turn to previous ranges. And as they reappeared, they've gotten updates and so they can turn into the teams after their show was on the air. I don't know if they got up to not to King Oja yet, but do they need to? They'll get it eventually. Good movement. Perfectly captures the way the suit looks, the way it looks in the show. And you know, if you want to get this and make him Super Megaforce Red, I guess, because this look more like the actors that they actually use for the stunt doubles, which they take from the Japanese show, or they actually get those stunt actors to come over and film new scenes for them, because they work in New Zealand, and New Zealand isn't that far from Japan. Not like America is. Or I could be completely wrong, but I think it's closer. I ain't popping these out, y'all. Look at all the hands. All the hands. So you can hold the Moe rates, the transformation device, the guns, the sword, make poses, the key, little key. And I got keys. Now I got a little version of the key. There are 3 different ways. The full regular key right there, probably going to weapons, and the key to go into his Moby rates. Perfectly crafted, painted at this scale. This is an amazing toy. It's my most favorite right now. He's not gonna be in the box forever. I get more space. He is getting displayed. Some of the previous Gokaigers I have. One day I will have all of them. And they will be a full crew, shaming almost all the others. Because there's a couple others that are just as fly. Namely, his rival, Kamen Rider Decade. Alright, y'all. That's it. History lesson on a little bit on Super Sentai Gokaiger, Super Megaforce, and everything. Seal of quality, y'all. Peace.